money is a absolute 100% key function of a mega real estate team. All right, so most companies may call this accounting, accounts receivable, payable. They may call it finance seat, but we call it the key function of money. That's what it's called in the mega real estate team business model, money. And when it comes to money, it consists of different things. But first, I will say that most mega real estate teams, up until about 750 transactions, they don't have a person who specifically sits in the money seat on the bus. It absolutely is one seat on the bus, someone who's running the entire function. But up until 750 transactions, most teams do not have it within the budget to hire that seat. So usually it's the operations department who's handling most of the key functions of the money pillar. But over 750 transactions, it's an absolute necessity to bring in someone like a CFO who can handle the function of money. Now, money, when we talk about money, we talk about learning to see what your business has done in the past and what your business is projected to do moving forward. The money function really breaks down into three key components. Number one is the sales agents and their cost of sale. You got to make sure that you're keeping that cost of sale around 50%. Really can't go over, or you're not going to be running a profitable real estate business. Number two, it's going to be labor. Labor is going to be your entire leadership team paying yourself a market-based wage for the seat that you sit in on the bus, including your transaction coordinators, your listing coordinators, everyone on your staff. That's labor. And that is what I've seen over the years doing P&L audits is the number one area that's completely out of whack inside of real estate businesses and keep them from being profitable. Number three, it's lead generation, spending the appropriate money to create an overflow of leads in your business. Cost sale really needs to be about 50% of your gross revenue. Your labor really needs to be about 15% of your gross revenue, and your lead generation should be around 10 to 12% of your gross revenue. You really don't want any more than those. There's a bunch of other little categories, but they're peanuts in comparison to those three. Now, how do you manage and keep track of what you're running at? Well, number one is your P&L. You have to have a P&L done each and every month. And honestly, guys, I highly recommend that you hire a bookkeeping firm who specializes in real estate businesses, just like I have. That bookkeeping firm produces a profit and loss statement each and every month, each and every quarter, each and every year for us to look at how are we doing. Right? How are we doing? What was the month like? Are we profitable? And they know how to put things in specific categories that we can actually make changes in our business in real time to be able to continue to stay profitable. So you got to absolutely have that. The second thing is something that most of you guys, probably 99% have never heard of, which is called the labor efficiency report. So labor efficiency report is forecasting in the future, are you going to be profitable, and are you spending too much in labor? See, P&Ls look in the past, but you also need reports that forecast into the future. If I'm looking 6 weeks into the future, what does my gross profit look to be? And is my labor functioning efficiently enough for that gross profit amount? And if the answer is yes, great. And if the answer is no, then I need to dig deeper. Can we make the changes necessary to be functioning efficiently? Or if we can't, then we need to start looking at making adjustments. This one report has been helping team leaders across the nation right now make adjustments as the market changes. And the market has changed. Interest rates have doubled in 6 months. Housing affordability is extremely tough. I mean, we're talking about payments on homes that most people can't even fathom about. So what has happened? Sales have slowed down. And most real estate teams, they were overstaffed going into this market shift. But with the labor efficiency report, you can see ahead of time if you're overstaffed or not. And that brings me to my third report, which is the lead generation efficiency report. It's just like the labor efficiency report, showing you the gross profit compared to the amount you're spending on labor, but it's for lead generation. We're talking marketing, advertising, as well as prospecting. Your inside salespeople would actually go into this report as well. So understanding, is your lead generation functioning efficiently? Because if it's not, then you need to start looking at making some changes. And these three reports, the P&L, the labor efficiency report, the lead generation efficiency report, these are the three key things you need to be operating efficiently inside of the money function of your mega real estate team. Now, I know some of you guys may be saying, Blake, you're talking a lot of numbers, you're talking a lot of reports. Like, I'm not a CPA, I'm not an accountant, and I get it, neither am I. I'm a high school dropout. I didn't know anything about accounting going into this, but I'll never forget the day that I was watching a YouTube video just like this, and I hear Mark Cuban talk about accounting, that accounting is the language of business. And from that point on, it started me on a pathway of seeing that the best business owners in the world understood how to speak to their accountants, how to speak to their bookkeepers, how to put efficiency reports in place to scale their businesses. And let me tell you the truth. Most real estate teams are not profitable. That's right, news alert. Most real estate teams, they're not profitable. Team leaders are artificially inflating the bank accounts and profit and loss statements with the transactions they're doing, rather than taking the money as a sales agent when they sit in that seat on the bus and paying themselves a market-based wage for being the business owner for sitting in that seat on the bus. Most real estate business aren't profitable. My real estate business is extremely profitable, and I pay myself a market-based wage. Plus, if I were to go out and sell houses, I would pay myself as the sales agent as well. You guys should be working towards this goal, and you have to understand the language of accounting or get someone in the seat on the bus who does. All right, hopefully you guys found this helpful. If you did, hit the like button below. Make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss an update, and I'll see you guys on the other side.